Hello everyone, welcome on back. My name is Jean and this is Creatively Jean. All right, we're doing, I believe, part 4 of our tag series. Part 1 was making the little tag book. You don't have to even make the book if you don't want to. If you just want to learn how to make tags. And then part 2 was the simple, easy, just get your stickers out and throw them on a tag and you're done. Let's not stress about crafting, okay? Part 3 is we took the Vellum Vellum tags I had from Hobby Lobby. I put cold transfer stickers on. You can use any stickers. You don't have to have cold transfer stickers. And I did embossing on this one. And yes, my embossing gun did die, so I had to get a new embossing gun because I do need one for the last tag we're going to be doing. All right, so I wanted to tell you on the book, I had the Velcro here. I moved them to the top and the bottom instead. It works better at top and bottom. You know, if my brain would have thought that through. I don't know why I put it in the middle because I always put top and bottom. Okay, so this series is about quick, easy, minimal supplies. If you've never made tags before, you can do this. I will probably do a video closer to Christmas on fancier tags where I really embellish them up. But this is for the beginners. You want to learn how to do tags, we gotcha. All right. So this one could be any easier. All we're doing is using scraps. So we're going through our scraps and using our scraps. First thing you're going to need, for my tag size this time, it's 2 1/4 by 3 1/2. So you need some pieces of paper, 2 1/4 by 3 1/2. We'll do the tag on it in a minute. The other scraps you're going to need are, and they're all Christmas designs, of course, 2 1/4 by 1 1/4. Okay, so I got myself a bunch of those cut out. And then 1/4 inch strips. So just 1/4 inch. And I just took these right off of, I didn't have any big enough scraps for this. So I just cut a 1/4 inch off of my 6x6 pads. So we're going to use these kind of like washi tape. We're going to be using these, okay? If you have the angle punch, get an angle punch, or you could just hand cut your little angle. I think I showed that in one of the other videos, the first video. Let's see, my stamp positioner and inks. I just grabbed a bunch of different inks. I have many different brands. This is Diamond Press. I grabbed the green, I got a Distress Oxide, and I got a couple of Mementos. So I grabbed a few different colors. I kind of went with some of the papers and stuff. So we're going to be using that. A hole punch, any hole punch will do. You know, I got, this is the We Are Makers fancy little punch, and I have the crocodile but can't find it. It's in this house somewhere. It's huge, but a regular old office punch would work just fine too. So whatever you have, you need that. Oh, so the stamp I'm using this time came from this set here. I don't know. I have a lot of stamps in my collection, guys. You know, I've been crafting for years before I started the YouTube channel, so I have no idea where this came from. It doesn't matter. You go into your stash, grab whatever saying you want. I wanted something a little bit bigger this time. So this one here I'm using is about 2 1/4 by 1 1/8. I'm thinking maybe scrapbook.com, if I can figure it out or find it, or if you guys know the title to it. A lot of my stamps now, I'm kind of keep them in the original package so that I can tell you guys where I got it from, who it's from, whatever, you know. You know, this is all from, there's a title up here, Jolly Old Elf, but I'm not sure who did it. So I'll look for it, and if I can link it, I'll link it. It's a cute stamp set to begin with. You know, when I started crafting, I didn't care about, like, oh, you know, if it was in the original packaging and who it came from. I didn't care, you know. Now people ask me all the time, and I just don't know, but I'm not going to go buy a whole new set just because, so I could get the packaging and link it for you. So use what you got, guys. This is my crafting, is use what you got. Don't need to buy things if you already have it. The only other thing you might want is some stickers. So I just went through and grabbed just a bunch that I had. You know me, I got tons of stickers. I don't, you know, not lacking on stickers. So I just grabbed a bunch that we may use. I think these are perfect without the stickers. I don't think you need to put the stickers on, but I'm going to just, on some of them, just to show you. First of all, you know, just cut your corners. And you can cut it either with an angle punch or whatever else you have. You can just hand cut it. And then if you want a hole in it, let's put the hole in it. Okay. This one's going to be harder for me to see. So I'm going to, it may not be perfect. I may not put the holes in the other ones until I find my other punch, because this one's a little harder to do. Hey, that's pretty good. I think I lined that up pretty good. I'm impressed with myself. Yeah, okay. So let's start. You guys impress yourselves a lot. All right, so we are going to just take, let's start with this one I showed you, the candy cane one. We are going to take and we are going to put it down here. When you cut the 6-inch strip, it will work for 2 different. We are going to put that there, okay? Then we are going to put our stamp up here. I think these are very easy. They got a nice impact to them, I think. They look like you put some work into these. And if you want to add a sticker on here somewhere, you can. I think they're pretty just like this. So that's how we're going to assemble these. So let's grab my glue. Any old glue. I'm using Barely Arts today. You guys know me. I use Barely Arts or Art Glitter Glue. Those are my 2 favorites. Less is more. You just scratch. I just scratch it on, basically. You don't need to gob it on there. I should pick this up so that I can make sure I'm getting it. I use the table. Use your table. Okay. Put it on there. Good. And then we are going to put this. I'm going to kind of put it. I'll hold it here like this. So I'm going to put it half on the white paper and half on the pattern paper. Okay. So I am going to just hold right about where I need it and glue. And then we're going to lay that down. And don't worry if it's not perfect. It's perfectly all right. Okay. Does that look pretty straight? Do we need to come down a little bit, guys? Beep, bring you down. Hello there. How's everyone been? Enjoying your summer? My goodness, summer's coming to almost the end of July already. It has been a pretty nice summer for me, since you guys already know I hit 10K and I am still in total shock. Keep that one. I am in total shock over this. Okay, I think, let's see. Get me my inks down here. Let's bring out the red. There's a lot of green here. And so we're going to bring out the red. Now, this red may not be perfect. You know, I don't have 1,000 different colors of red. We use what we have, okay? And I don't worry about if it's perfectly matched or not. It's close enough. It's in the family. Okay. First thing I'll do, put that down. All right. And then we're going to line this up. Make sure I try to get it. This is as big as you really can go on here with this stamp. I kind of really have it as big as you can get. Okay, that looks pretty good. Put down. If you don't have a stamp press, use a block. I didn't have a stamp press for many years. I worked without it. Did I make lots of mistakes? Oh, of course I did. Did I flip the paper over and stamp on the other side? Of course I did. But it makes it a lot easier if you don't get the ink on the first time, which does happen. I don't like to over ink. I'm kind of little, you know, try not to use too much ink. So I don't like, you know, squish, you know, I just kind of give it a little tap so it's touching the paper. And if it doesn't look perfect, see, I can see if you like the distress look, because that's kind of like distress look, leave it like that. I do sometimes. I think I'm going to make this more solid. So I'll do one more. That's up to you. Everything, guys, is up to your style, what you like. Don't copy me. You don't need to copy me. I'm not perfect. I am not the best crafter out there by any means. I am just showing you, I am just sharing my love of crafts and trying to teach. If I teach one person, I'm happy. Let me grab. Okay, my wet wipes are usually right here. We'll take the rag instead. We'll take my little, that's sitting here, because when we put the next one down. Okay, so look how nice that looks just like that. So you do not need to even put I think sometimes it's too close. Okay, you don't need anything more than that. The last video, I'll have some of these with ribbon on so you guys can see what they look like with ribbon. Remember I told you I do not like to put ribbon and stuff on because it takes up too much space in the book. I do it because you don't know what you want on it. Because sometimes you could leave this without the hole and just tape this down to your package. You don't have to have ribbon in it. You don't have to have a hole in it. Do you, okay? So I will have some that are dressed up like that. You could put some bling on this. You could put, do I have a, I don't know if there's a sticker in here I would want. You could definitely do whatever you want. We could put like a solid candy cane in there. I got these ones. So it looks like it's kind of like standing off the page a little bit. So let me take, these are from, of course, Doodlebug. I think it's Candy Cane Lane from last year I got all this. Probably can still get it. Oh no, don't stick to the thing. Come back here. And let's just put one. See, it's not going to show up very well. I think I want to put it up here instead. But I'm going to go with, I can't do it on that one. So I think I'm just going to put one up here. But I think they are fine without anything else on. It's just a, you know, nice, simple, easy. How long did that take us to make? Nothing. All right, let's grab another one. What do we have? Let's see if I could do, let me see how many times I could get this hole. Here we go. So I just kind of line it up here. And you can kind of see it in there. Let's see how many times I can get a perfect line. Ooh, little close to the line there. That one wasn't perfect. Oh, you want stress. Let's see. What do we want to use? I have a whole bunch over here. Let's take this blue plaid. Okay. So we're going to put that down there. And then this was from, I think, the same paper pack. A lot of these are not from the same paper pack. They're just stuff I had. I'm going to try to get this Comfort and Joy. And we are going to put that down right there. On there. What do you think about that one? All right, let's do it. Let's do it, guys, right? Don't worry if you know, my taste isn't everybody's taste. Not everybody has the same taste in life, and that's what makes the world a unique place. There we go. See how simple that is? I mean, the longest part was probably cutting all these strips out, which I did ahead of time. You guys don't need to see me do that. You know how to cut, right? Right, yes. Okay, all I'm going to do is I'm going to take and put the glue on where the Comfort and Joy part is. And line this up so you guys can see. And I'm going to try to get it on straight. As much of it as I can. I know I'm not going to get the whole, like, all that snowflakes and everything on there, but we're not going to worry about it. Before it dries, pick it up and so you can see that it's straight. It looks pretty good to me. Oh my gosh, you should have seen me when I first started crafting. I don't think I ever got anything straight. Oh my goodness. I mean, I've been crafting. I'm 64 and I'm trying to think. I know my first, my grand, of course, always tried to teach me to crochet, but for some reason I couldn't. I taught myself years later. My first major thing that I made was a latch hook kit. Horse. I still have it hanging in a frame that my girlfriend's husband made me. And I still have it hanging down here. And I just dabbled in lots of different things. Plastic canvas I used to do. I mean, you name it, I did it. Cross stitch, I hate. Knitting, I hate. I like crocheting, okay. I hate knitting. I don't like anything that takes forever. I don't have patience. Let's get this done with. And that's why when I like to do crafts as simple and quick as possible for you guys. Now let's make sure. And then I have a blue, I think. I don't know. It's probably pretty dark, but we're going to go with it. It might not look the best on there. No, let's just do, I think we're just going to do black. I think this blue, I think, is not going to be very good. Let's just do black. Let's not go too overboard with it. We'll try to make it match somewhat. Okay, camera looks pretty good. Have fun crafting, guys. I mean, don't stress about it. I mean, just have fun. A lot of this you can do, which I did in front of YouTube. A lot of this the cutting I did in front of YouTube. And so you can do a lot of it in front of YouTube. I have a little like what are those called? TV trays type table. That when I'm sitting and watching YouTube and stuff, I bring it out in the living room with me, and because I like watching the YouTube shows and stuff on my big screen TV. Like when you're an old lady, you don't have the best eyes. Okay, let me bring that up. And I have glasses I wear for distance. I hate those things. I don't think they work very well, so Jean doesn't wear them. All right, push that off to the side, and here's this one. I don't know that I will put anything on it. Let me just see. I don't think I really have anything that's going to match that. I did bring my wax seals, but I think the wax seals are going to be too big. I don't have a lot. I was looking through my stickers and stuff, and I don't have a ton that are like blue theme. These are from Hobby Lobby from last year, of course. Let me see the snowflake. What do you think? Do you guys like it? Would you do that? Okay, I really don't think it needs the sticker. Okay, we'll do it. You guys are probably yelling at me. No, stop. There. Some people like to see me embellish. Some people don't care. And like I said, I'll do fancier ones when it gets closer to Christmas. Okay, so we have that so far. And look at this. Well, 17 minutes. Now, I was doing a lot of talking, a lot of showing, but we got 2 done. Okay, let's grab another one. Let's try to do better. Okay, so what I'm doing is just lining this up as what on each side of that hole the best I can. And then I can see where it goes down. Hey, what do you think? Woo! It's getting good. All right. Present. How about this one? And what do we want for... Okay, I got this one might look okay. We got that one. Might be too much going on here, right? I have a plain red one yet. I think we like the plain red better. I think there's just too much going on with this plaid. Too much going on. Too much, right? Too much. Play around with it. Take your strips and just play around with it. This one would have probably looked okay on the candy cane too, because it's got candy canes on. I didn't even see that. So we could have probably put that one on there also. But I kind of like the stripes on that one. But we could have put that one on also. Just sit there, cut. Just go through, cut everything, and then just play around. You guys started? I have not started my Christmas cards yet. I'm a little worried. I usually start those in July, but nope. I took some time off. I taped the first couple of these ahead so I could have a couple weeks of, just some time off and stuff, and, spend with family, friends, and re-energize, that kind of stuff. If you do too much, I have RA, you guys know that. And I can't let my body get down. And I have a whole house that I have to take care of also. My husband has passed, so I have to take care of the house. My daughter works a full-time job. I don't expect her to do the yard work and all that stuff. And so I have to be careful not to get my body too worn out, and I have to make sure I'm taking breaks. Get that over there too. Okay, we did red. I got some green, I think, here. Let's see. I don't know. It's probably not going to match very well. They don't match. Like there it looks almost perfect, but, they never match, do they? You can't tell what they are. I used to have a color chart for my inks, and then, okay, who cares? You know what I mean? It's like, I usually, when I'm doing a project that I really wanted to match, I will take and kind of put it on paper to see what the color looks like. But for this, these are tags. Nothing special. You know, most of your people are probably going to throw them away after they open the gift. These cost you nothing. You can get quite, I forgot, I was gonna measure for you guys how many you can get. You can get quite a bit out of an 8.5-inch piece of paper. I am using 110-pound cardstock from Michaels. You can get a lot of tags from one sheet of paper. And if you're really, really like, you know, picky, you can measure your paper and measure your tags exactly to use up every bit of your paper that you have. It's all up to you what you want to do and how precise you want to be and all that stuff. All right, let's see what this one's going to look like, because I don't know if I ever used this one yet. Some of these came with diamond presses, different kit things you bought. And what I don't like about them is they don't put a color name on them. They don't put any kind of color name. So there is no name or anything like that on theirs. So the only thing I don't like about them is like, oop, that looks really light. It's going on really, really light. I'm going to probably have to stamp this a few times to get a darker color. And that's another thing where the stamp press comes in handy, because you can just make it darker and darker. See, I think I want one more yet. I think one more. It's not bad, but I can see a little bit, you know, it's a little light. I think I want to go one more. I've had this one for years and years. I know they still make the press. I will link everything that I can, which I think I forgot to link this in the last one. Sometimes, and you know, I forget to link things and you guys yell at me, which is what I want. Jean, you forgot the links. That's fine with me because I do forget. All right, take that out. Put that back over there. Okay, so we have those. Let's leave this one plain like that. I think that's perfect. See, you don't need to have anything on them. They're perfect. I think we have time for another one. Let's see. Okay. What I have left, I guess, I have these. Yep, I make sure I got the right side. All right, now let's see what, we did not use this yet. Might look okay on this one. I think this is still too busy. I don't like it there. I don't really like it there. I think I like it here the best. So we have that we can do. We have a little bit of stripe left, which the green matches here actually. This green matches here. Let's put these down and you can see. And then all else looks like I have left, because that one won't work, is the red. And we, of course, oh, the red would look good on this one though, because there's the same red in there. So the red would be okay on that one. Let's do the plaid. I like these little, the birds. And the cute. Let's use the birds. Again, Jean. I'm just gonna hold it still to see where and hope for the best. She did it. Okay, get the bird. Make sure we got our birds the right way up too. If you have any kind of print, just make sure that they're right way up. When I bought my other heat gun wasn't off-brand. I went with a sizzix this time. I'm like, that one I didn't even use that much. You could tell it was pretty new yet. Did not even use it very much. And it just died on me already. I was so sad. All right, so let's see. This one's got some red on the end. This one's got the green on the end. Let's do this here like that. I'm covering up a couple birds' heads, but you don't want to put it right above because you'll be able to see the seam. So you do want to overlap a little bit. So we're going to have to pretend there's no birds up there. And where am I going? Right about here. I'm sorry, birds. I have to. Okay. Be straight. I think as straight as Jean's gonna get. Get the glue off my finger. Okay. Get over in that pile. A little sticky down on our surface here. All right, so we did red, we did green. This black is funny. It is black. It is tuxedo black. But doesn't it look like it takes on this blue? I mean, in person, looks like it's got blue in it. Maybe on camera it looks more black. I don't know. But when I'm just looking at it, let's see. This red looks like it would match good. The green would match good too. I think I want to bring out more red. I think we'll bring more of the red out from the birds. Sorry, guys. Let me get it back up here a little bit. Okay, how's that look? I think it needs to go down just a little. All right. Okay. Uh-oh. It's sticking to my paper. Probably because I'm not cleaning it perfectly. There we go. I always put things tight in the corner. That way, if it moves just a little bit, you can put it right back. Red. Right? Red. I enjoy simple, quick things as much as I can. I'm going to leave it just like that. That one actually did pretty good, but I want, I think, a little bit lighter color anyways to go with those birds on that one. Okay. Quick wipe this off so I don't get it on. Well, you can tell I got tons of it on there. So we don't have to worry about that, right? All right, now let's move that. And I don't think we're going to put nothing on here. I think we'll leave two and two, right? I think that's what we'll do. We got 2 and 2. All right, let's move some of this. All right, what do you think about that tag, guys? Now, that was a quick, and it makes a pretty good statement. They'll say, wow, you did a good job. You know, if they don't give it to them next year. Shh. All right, so let's put them in the book. And let's see. How will these fit up on top? They'll fit good enough. We'll put, come here. I want to bring one of you guys forward so I can see 2 of them. And let's put one in the middle of you. Okay, you don't, oh, sorry. You don't have to be so picky. Just put them in here. You know, this isn't like, you know, put that in there, put that there. And we'll put you in the middle too. No, we should have one out. We don't have any out. All right, so we're filling up pretty good. I'm going to close it and we're going to see what it still closes, still stays hooked. We're doing good. All right, guys, I hope you like this one. We have one more week, right? One more week. And that one will be some embossing again on that one. So hopefully the gun will hold up. Okay, guys, thanks for watching. I hope you're enjoying this series. And as always, guys, I'll see you in the next one. Bye, everyone.